The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
That kind of kickoff return is something we call a momentum play. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you have a scripted plays that you plan to run, you may change it up now because you may decide to go for some bigger strikes and try and keep the momentum going.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Not the first down play they wanted by any stretch of the imagination. An absolutely huge loss on the sack.
Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
60 red. 60 red.
Here's Love. Under pressure, and they get it to him again. A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a third and very long.
Love. Now he'll tuck this and run. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away.
And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Miller. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He was looking that time for Jamison Williams.
And now it's second down.
Hey, look at this Packers defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Miller. He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's second and 10.
Back to throw again. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a third and 3. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Buenos
Back to throw. Miller. This one swung out to Montgomery. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be second in a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
When you look at this Packers defense,
they find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Here's Miller throwing on 4th down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
so this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Miller.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Down inside the 10.
And touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Condors get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right, you get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Caught left side, Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes. 18 more yards there to make 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a 2nd and 10. Robinson with another carry.
And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tucker Kraft, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. To try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
It's the whole PlayStation Network. It's been lagging on other games too. Yup, I was on 2K earlier, so if we can't get it done tonight, man, we could ball tomorrow or whatever. It don't matter. All right, bet. Yeah. I work the weekdays. Yeah, I'm gonna reach back out in a few hours. Let's try to run it back.